graffiti art? It really gets us to the question, what is art? Art is its essence visual communication. Now, when something is really old, we always call it art. But these, in many ways, were things that were supposed to project the power of the pharaoh, let's say. So now we might call this a political poster, or propaganda, or spin, or a religious handout. But it's very old, so we call it art. I think people have an issue with calling graffiti art for a few reasons. One, graffiti is practiced often by people who are younger and less socioeconomically privileged than the people who make art. Two, the people who are doing graffiti are not doing it for profit. Art now is a business. And so when museums, for example, like Indianapolis Museum of Art many years ago had a show of graffiti, the value of this and the permanence of these objects was transformed. So interestingly enough, the number of people who probably saw a New York City graffiti artwork when it was just in situ was probably vastly higher than the ones who went to that exhibition. Which makes me think, what's the point in calling it art and putting it in a museum if you can actually have a bigger audience in the world? And that's, I think, why people are very reticent to call graffiti art, though I would. Because graffiti artists have some of the biggest audiences of any artist out there. And they're often sharing a political message, like the graffiti artist who put this on the Berlin Wall. And so unlike the art world, which can be controlled and siloed, manipulated by people with money, graffiti cannot. And I think that is why oftentimes cities whitewash graffiti walls. It's a group of artists who do not care about profit and cannot be controlled. It's an amazing show of freedom, which is basically why it's art.